my name is Mark Lichten. I'm a lawyer at the Cyber Justice Laboratory. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about the very recent project we launched with the CNEST. I'm going to call it CNEST, which is the acronym in French. But the platform itself is called Parle CNEST. And the CNEST is the Commission des normes de l'équité de la santé et sécurité au travail, regulating a big chunk of labor questions in Quebec. So first of all, why is it called the Parle platform, and what is Parle? So Parle is the platform that has been developed for many years now at the Cyber Justice Lab. It's the core platform that is behind the different solutions that we provide to different partners and organizations for ODR processes. Parle obviously is the French word for speaking, but it's also an acronym for Platform to Aid in the Resolution of Litigation Electronically. When I say we have implemented it in the past, here are only a few examples of where the Parle core, I would say, was used. So Medisys is a platform developed for French bailiffs in France. It has been working for many years now, and it's very interesting actually about this one is that we have developed a parallel platform which is called Urgence Médiation with Medisys as well, and which is designed specifically for conflicts that have arisen from this COVID crisis that is ongoing, and it has received pretty good press. So the two other examples, the CAT is the Condominium Authority Tribunal. It's a fully online tribunal in Ontario for condominium disputes. And the Office de la Protection du Consommateur is the Quebec Office for Consumer Protection. It's a platform that is also based on Parle, on the Parle core. It has been also working for more or less 5 years now, and it has very good response rate, with a settlement rate of approximately 70% and a user satisfaction rate of 90%. So if we go to Parle CNEST, which is the one of the most recent projects, it was launched in February 2020 of this year, so very recently, and it's also based on Parle, but I would just have to point out here that it's not a one-size-fits-all approach when we're speaking of Parle. I would even say it's the opposite. Yes, Parle is the core software behind the platforms, but for developing, let's say, the CNEST platform, we gathered around the table the experts of the lab, the technical expert, the legal experts, representatives of the different stakeholders, of the employees, of the employers, and so to develop this platform that would respond to the needs at the maximum level possible. The CNEST was initially not offering mediation for all of its jurisdiction. It was already limited to specific types of cases, and to launch the platform gradually, we went with these two types of cases which pertain to the labor standards and which are unjustified dismissals and prohibited practices. Nevertheless, if we look at the numbers, these two issues, they make for around approximately 35% of the labor standards complaints. And I'm sorry, I only had the numbers for 2018, but I presume they must be kind of similar. So 35% is still a pretty significant chunk. And I have the numbers as well from March 30th, 2020. For 6 weeks of using the platform, there were already 42 cases on the platform. We expect these numbers to grow exponentially, not only because of the COVID prompting everyone to try to go online as fast as they can, but also because the health crisis, the COVID crisis, is creating a lot of employment disputes. I'm just going to resume a little bit how the platform works. The process is pretty standard ODR process. It starts with a filtering phase. The complaint is made by the employee or the claimant, and it's validated by the CNEST. During the whole process, you have online help with guides and pathways for the users to help them use the platform. And then it goes to negotiation, mediation. And if the parties find an agreement, hopefully, then the agreement is generated in the platform as well, downloadable, and validated by a mediator and legally validated. So just before finishing, and I wanted to show you a few of the interfaces of the platform so you have a good idea of how it works. Like I said, the first step is the file creation process. It's done by a CNEST clerk usually, and it's pretty user-friendly. File number is assigned. I'm sorry, it's in French. The platform is actually available in French, English, and Spanish, but I only had access to the French interface, but it should be still understandable, and I'm going to explain it in any case. So after the file is created, it goes to the file completion phase. The file completion consists of the employee or the claimant making the first settlement proposal. As I said, in gray here, you have a little bit of instructions and guidance on how to do it. And also, they can contact a mediator right from this step. And at this point, the mediator is not acting per se as a mediator, it's acting more as a resource person to whom the party, not even the parties, the claimant can ask questions or seek for guidance. And the first proposal, settlement proposal, is also verified by the mediator before being sent to the employer. Then if the employer joins, but because we have to keep in mind that the platform is voluntary, it's on a voluntary basis. When the employer joins the case, the parties are invited to negotiate. They exchange offers and counter offers. And at any point at this stage, any party could request the intervention of the mediator and thus go to the next phase of mediation. The mediation here, you have a forum where the mediator intervenes. They can exchange messages. The parties can also agree to do a conference call, video conference call, which are treated on the platform of their choice, but then not happening on the specific platform of CNEST. And like I said, when they reach an agreement, the agreement is downloadable in PDF format. It's validated by the mediator, and usually most of it is pre-populated with the legal appropriate wording, and the parties then have to accept it the last time.